It's an amazing thing, actually. It was taught to me a long time ago. If you're in a very, very noisy place, it could be a bar, a gig, whatever it is, rather than going an inch away from somebody's ear and shouting, which can actually damage their hearing. That's very loud, a human voice at that range. All you have to do is tell them to press the little flap of skin on the outside of their pinna, their ear. That's the pinna, the funny shaped flap of skin on the side of our head is called a pinna. And there's this little flap that you can close if you press on it. And if somebody presses on that, and then you speak at a perfectly normal volume next to their ear, they'll hear you. It's an amazing thing, but it's true. I don't know quite how it works. I guess it stops the rest of the noise, and maybe the vibration from your voice is going through some sort of conduction through the skin as well. Who knows? But it does work, and it's rather lovely. So we don't have to shout. And yes, noise is a huge, huge, huge problem. Well, that's my new book, which is coming out spring next year. It's going to be called Sound Effects, and it's all about our relationship with sound. Because the sound agency, which is that company I've been running for 20 years, is an audio branding company, and a lot of the work that we do is removing noise from public spaces like malls and shops and other spaces like that, and designing better sound. And in fact, we spawned a business called Mood Sonic, which is doing fantastic things now around the world in installing beautiful nature-based soundscapes in offices to improve people's health, because offices are stressful now. You know, you can't hear yourself think in many of them, and you're trying to write or do work or think, and that creates a stress reaction. People get tired, and cortisol, noradrenaline, people get sick. So open plan offices, they may be okay for collaboration, although the jury's out even on that one, but then very, very poor for concentration or for solo working. And Mood Sonic is helping that with nature-based soundscapes that tend to blur other people's conversation and make it easier to concentrate. And the science now shows that gentle water, gentle birdsong, gentle wind, these nature-based sounds are very good for us. We've evolved to them over hundreds of thousands of years, in millions of years. And they've all been around a lot longer than we have. Birds have been here for many, many hundreds of millions of years. So those sounds are natural, and they're great sounds to work to, by the way. If you're in a noisy place and you want to put headphones on and concentrate, then nature sound is very good for doing that, because you can not pay attention to it. Whereas if you're listening to music, music's whole intention is to be listened to, and it's very hard. You're replacing one distraction, which is other people's conversation, with a much more pleasant distraction, which is music. So your productivity won't be any better. You'll have more fun. It's certainly true, but you won't work faster.